Hey traders, John Howell here. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about something that has been a major key to my success in the markets and also my success in trading all the markets, the Forex market, futures market, stock market, and even options over the stock market as well too. So let me get straight into it right now. And what I'm going to be talking to you about right now has nothing to do about the markets and has everything to do about what you do before you look at the markets. You see, I am naturally an excited guy. Right, I'm a naturally an excited and I'm a very sort of call it hyper guy. Like I really am. I have a lot of energy and I'm just so excited about everything right now. But one thing I realized was time and time again that whenever I looked at the market with this really excited energy, it stopped, or it was getting me into these things that weren't exactly right because I was so excited. I'd be getting into these trades because I was in such an excited energy, but I wasn't really focusing and wasn't really being emotionally calm. And what my mentor said to me that the more emotionally calm you can be while trading, the better decisions you're going to be. And so he said that to me 15 years ago. And so one thing that happened time and time again is that I'd be so excited. I'd be like, oh, this is so exciting. You know, even with my private clients, right? It's like, I'd be so excited. And before the market, I'd have a cold shower. And now what I mean by that is that I trade the last hour of the US stock market and also Forex market throughout the day. But in the morning, I'd have a cold shower. I take an energy drink as well too. I do some incantations. Yes, I'm fucking unstoppable. I'm an amazing trader. Getting myself and my mind right, so on and so forth. But guess what? Doing that actually led to my energy increasing, my mind increasing, my excitement increasing, and then I'd go to the market with that. And guess what? When I was doing that, I wasn't seeing things clearly. I was always seeing, like I'd see a trade and the market was clearly telling me not to get involved with this thing because there was certain things there, but I was like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. Let's get straight into it. Because my pre-market rituals, and let's actually do this here on the screen, my pre-market, or the way, what I do beforehand, what I do before pre-market, what I did before the market, the state that I was entering the market had a huge difference on the trades I took, how I looked at the market, and how I traded the market, and so on and so forth. And so a while ago, I was always getting into trades because I was so excited about the market, and I realized that a lot of these things that just wasn't really helping me out. Now what I do is I still have a cold shower, I still have an energy drink, and all. An energy drink simply means it's BCAAs with a bit of natural green caffeine in it. It's a drink that I take with some BCAAs. I still have a cold shower to wake myself up first in the morning. But when I look at the market, I literally close my eyes for 5 minutes and I just... and I relax for 5 minutes. Hand on my heart and just say thank you to the universe. A few things I'm grateful for. And then what I do is I start thinking about what I'm looking for on the markets. I start picturing visualization, right? Law of attraction, picturing what I'm looking for on the markets, picturing the perfect setup. And then I would open my eyes up. I look at some of my vision boards as well too that I have on my wall, what I'm looking for in trading and lifestyle and so on and so forth. And then I would enter the market on a nice calm meal, and then I go through my scans through the morning. And then and that's like, okay, cool. Is this a setup? Yes or no? Yes, it's a setup. Okay, is there anything telling me not to get into this thing? Yes, there's at least one thing. There's at least one thing telling me not to get into this thing. Okay, fantastic. Well, therefore it's not a trade. Even if you have at least one thing telling you not to get in trade. Now, what I mean by that is I look for a setup on the daily chart, and then I'm going to go to my weekly chart to see, is there something on that weekly chart telling me not to get into this thing? And if the answer is yes, then I don't trade it. And by doing that, I make much better non-emotional decisions, because now I'm in a non-emotional state. I'm in a calm state, an emotionally calm, emotionally balanced state, peaceful mind, relaxed. And in that peaceful, relaxed state, I make better decisions in the markets, and therefore we become a much better trader. Make sense? So you got to think about your state of how you're viewing and how you're entering the markets. Are you entering the markets with a fearful state, like I hope the market doesn't bite me again today? Are you entering the market with an excited state? Are you entering the market because now your ego's too high because of the last 10 trades have been profitable and you think you got this shit? Doesn't matter where you're at, the market will always bring you back to equilibrium. If you're too high, the market will bring you down. If you're too low, then the market has the ability and it can bring you back up a bit. So, if you're too low, very, very fearful, well, then, then you'll do things like that. If you're too egotistic, guess what? The market's going to slap you because you're not respecting the market. You think you got this and so on and so forth, right? So it's been a major, major, major difference in the way that I trade the markets, when I do get into trades, when I don't get into trades. And it's all these small little decisions when I decide to get out of the market, get out of trades and so on and so forth, has made a major, major, major impact. And when I'm trading the markets, when I'm in that nice, calm, emotional state, and I say, okay, this is the setup I'm looking for, and there mustn't be anything that tells me not to get into this thing. And when I do that, I take the trades. Majority of my trades are profitable, and I have a very, very, very successful time trading the markets. When I do the opposite, I get into stuff because I'm not really focusing properly, and I make really, really bad decisions in that moment. Now, in other moments, if you're trying to get a job interview and all that sort of stuff, being excited, building your energy level up or whatever, is important. But when it comes to the market, one of my earliest mentors, he made $3 million in about 5 years time frame, starting with a small trading account. And one of the best things he said he had a 7-minute ritual that he had his businesses going and so on and so forth. And then from 3 through to 4 in the afternoon trading, this is the Australian market because in Australia, but he used to trade 3 through to 4 or 3:30 through to 4:30. Before he looked at the charts, he had a 7-minute audio that he would use, and he would use that to clear his mind of all the worries and stress and bills and all that sort of stuff, to be so present in this very moment. And then what he would do is use the audio to calm himself, be present, and then he's like, okay, now I'm ready to look at the market. Because if you are looking at the market but you're not 100% focused in the markets, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And if your mind's wandering everywhere, what's this YouTube video over here? What's this Facebook over here? While you're trying to look at the markets, you're always going to make mistakes. Clear your mind of everything that's happening in your life. Focus 100% of the time on what's happening right now. This is why intraday trading is so difficult for most people, is because you've got to be so focused for a long extended period of time. And that's the reason why a lot of traders don't, because they may sit there for an hour and you may be trading for 5 hours a day on the intraday market, call it the stock market or Forex market or whatever. But if you can't stay 100% focused on what the market is doing right now, and you'll be able to read it properly and to be able to really look for a good setup and have no reasons not to get into things. But most of the time, right, what do? We look at YouTube videos, we might go walk away, then we come back again, and it's like, there's quick, there's a trade there, and we completely miss all these other things, and then when we're rushing, and then we get into the trade, and we don't manage it properly, and all this is a cascading effect, right? And what your results going to be, this month, what your results going to be over the next 6 months. I can guarantee you one of the best things that I've done is by being in this emotionally calm state before I look at the market, especially first thing in the morning, has stopped me from getting into trades that I shouldn't do. I'm now trading way less. The trades that I do take are very high probability, and I'm also managing the trades. So I'm getting out at very good times for very nice profits, and everything seems to be a lot more calmer, a lot more simpler, and a lot more easier. So I hope this has really helped you out with your trading, guys, and some things that you'll want to start thinking about before you actually look at the market. Because remember, it has nothing to do with the market. It has everything to do of your state of mind and your focused and your emotional state before you look at the markets. After being mentored by 4 different 7-figure traders, I've realized they all have some things in common that actually help them do really, really well in the markets. So I'm actually putting on a free training where I'm going to walk you through the 7 simple but powerful universal laws to becoming a consistent profitable trader while achieving a very high success rate without spending 13 years trying to figure it all out. Plus, I'm going to walk you through the absolute details of my number one trading system that I trade every single day. The very first link in the description, click on that and you'll be able to go check it all out and be able to go see this free training. And I'm going to walk you through every single detail of these 7 universal laws so you too can start to have the odds on your side. So go do that right now and I'll see you on the next page.